Deep beneath the arid soil, in absolute darkness, the ceiling is decorated with living jewels. These are not fruits, but ants, their bodies swollen into perfect translucent spheres filled with golden nectar. They are called repletes, and they hang motionless from the rough earthen ceiling of their nest, a living pantry for their entire colony. The spherical shape is no accident of biology. For any given volume, a sphere has the smallest possible surface area. This is a principle of physics exploited by evolution to minimize the biological material needed to build this living storage tank, a perfect solution for maximum efficiency. The transformation from a normal worker ant to a replete is a feat of biomechanical engineering. The hard plates on an ant's abdomen, the sclerites, are not fused. They are connected by a soft, foldable tissue called the arthrodial membrane. As a young worker is chosen for this role and fed nectar by her sisters, this membrane stretches, unfolds, and expands dramatically. It isn't like stretching a balloon, which thins as it inflates. This is living tissue, growing and adapting to contain up to 8 times the ant's own body weight in liquid sugar. The final result is a gaster so large and heavy that the ant becomes completely immobile, a permanent fixture in the colony's architecture. This stored nectar isn't for the replete herself. It's for the colony, a communal resource known as the social stomach. During times of scarcity, when flowers are not in bloom, other worker ants approach these living storage pots. They gently stroke the replete's antennae, a chemical and tactile request for food. In response, the replete contracts its internal muscles and regurgitates a tiny, perfect drop of nectar. This process, called trophallaxis, is the lifeblood of the colony. It's how nutrients, information, and even hormones are passed between members, binding them together. The repletes aren't just a pantry, they are the central bank and distribution hub for the colony's entire energy economy. To be a living honeypot is a dangerous and static existence. Hanging by just 6 tiny feet for your entire life puts immense stress on your body. Their swollen abdomens are delicate and can burst with even a small fall. The high sugar content also makes them a prime target. Rival ant colonies will raid nests specifically to steal these sweet, helpless repletes, carrying them off like captured treasure. Fungi are another threat, as the humid nest environment can be a breeding ground for infections that prey on the immobile ants. Their lives are a testament to extreme sacrifice, where an individual becomes a passive utility for the survival of the collective. This remarkable storage system has not gone unnoticed by humans. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples in desert regions, particularly in Australia, have treasured honeypot ants as a vital source of sweetness and hydration. They are called maku by the Pichanchachara people. Finding them requires immense skill, tracking lone forager ants back across the sparse landscape to their hidden underground nests. The harvest is done with delicate care. People gently excavate the chambers to retrieve the swollen repletes without bursting them. The abdomen is then bitten off and consumed, a burst of intense floral sweetness that is often described as a unique kind of bush candy, a true nectar of the desert. An ant does not choose to become a living storage vessel. Its fate is sealed long before it hatches, determined by what it is fed as a larva. This is a biological phenomenon called nutritional caste determination. If a larva is fed a specific diet rich in proteins and, crucially, sugars, its developmental pathway is altered. It grows into a worker with a uniquely expandable abdomen and the instinct to gorge on nectar when offered. These individuals are physiologically and anatomically distinct from their sisters who become foragers or soldiers. They are living examples of polyphenism, where the same set of genes can produce radically different body types based on environmental input. They are born and built for one purpose only: to become a living bottle. Ultimately, the honeypot ant system is a brilliant evolutionary solution to a fundamental problem: energy logistics in a fluctuating environment. The colony functions as a single superorganism, and the repletes are its distributed energy grid. They act as living batteries, charged up during times of plenty when flowers are blooming, and then drawn down slowly during the long, lean months of drought and heat. This system allows the entire colony to decouple its survival from the immediate availability of food, giving it resilience that other insects lack. It's a profound example of how social behavior and individual specialization can create a collective entity far more powerful and enduring than the sum of its parts. A simple need to save food for a rainy day, taken to one of biology's most beautiful and bizarre extremes.
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.